So to do that, so the copy is the one which will going to reproduce the multiple entities in a drawing. Now, say for example, we have considered one more circle here and we have drawn one rectangle. So I want to copy this existing circle to this only one time. So to do that, I will say copy. Select objects, you select this object, and then I will say enter. So I will go for the mode option, O. So here by default it is single. Enter a copy mode option, I will say single. By default it is single, you just click on this. Then specify base point, I will say center of this, because the circle is already existing in the drawing. You just select this. Then specify second point of displacement, I will say intersection of this. So you're going to get this. So the copy will be done only, say for example, if you want to have the multiple options. So command is copy again. Select objects, I will select this, enter. Then I will go for mode option, O. Then enter a copy option, I want multiple, you just take multiple. Then specify base point, I will say center of this. And then take intersection of this. And then intersection of this. So this is how the mode option will going to work. So that means I can have the multiple copying also in a single copy command. And then by default, always it will be considering the multiple options. Now I will going to say, for example, I will going to take for copy. Then I will select this option and then enter. Now I am not going to give any mode option. Specify base point, I will say center of this. I will take the center of this. Then you will say intersection of this. You will go to get this. Again you take intersection of this. Then again you take the intersection of this. So by default you'll always have. Now I want to copy at the midpoint of this. Then I will want to copy the midpoint of this. And similarly at the midpoint of this. And similarly nearest point on this. The near point with the position where you select, that will be considered as the center point of the circle. So this is how you will be able to reproduce the circle at multiple locations by using the copy command, wherein the diameter of the circle will going to remain the same. So that means it will going to identify the source object from the position where you have selected as the source object. Then we need to give the destination of the object, which is the second point of displacement. So this is how the copy command will going to work. Now the next condition is, now I'm going to erase this by keeping one circle. Then again I will going to erase this. Now I will say the multiple options when you are considering. So here, so this way I can delete. So now the next the command what you have is the mirror command. So how to mirror this? So one is the multiple options what we have considered. So now we go for the mirror command. So to do that, so what is the requirement of the mirror? The requirement of the mirror is, so now I have an entity here. So if I want to keep the, what is the requirement when you stand in front of the mirror? The distance between the object to the mirror will be the same as the distance from the mirror to the new object. So that is the position where we will going to select. We can see here. So if I position the mirror exactly at the midpoint of this line, then what happens? The distance from this to the source object will going to remain the same from the new object to the reference position of the mirror. So that is the distance which is going to be considered. So in this case, since it is a line, from the source object to the midpoint of this line will going to be the same as from the midpoint from the new object to the mirror position of the mirror position. So this is how you will be able to get the mirror. So to do that, command is, I will say mirror, mi, enter, select objects, I want to mirror this circle. Then you will ask for the select objects again. You just give enter. Then specify first point of mirror line. I will say midpoint of this vertical line, horizontal line, to the specify second point of mirror line. I will say perpendicular to this line or midpoint of this. So you will go to get this. Array source objects by default no. I will say no. Now I want to draw one more circle here and also one more circle here. Then I will say mirror, select objects, you select these two. So what should be the position of the mirror line? The mirror line, I want to keep the mirror in this position so that the distance between the source object to the mirror line will going to be the same as from the mirror line to the new object. So I will say first point of the mirror line, I will consider the midpoint of this to perpendicular to the horizontal line. So delete source objects by default no. Now suppose if I say yes in the mirror objects, what happens? Now we're going to delete these two. Then I will go for mirror command. Then you select objects, you select these two and enter. Then first point of the mirror line is mid of this. You select this and then perpendicular to this, you select this and delete source objects. If you say yes, then what happens? The source objects will be deleted and the new object will going to be retained. So this is how you will be able to get the mirror command. Now the next thing what we wanted to do is the move command. So to move a command, see, as the basic principle says, if you have the object here, so from this object we will going to move, or if you have an object here, from this object you want to mirror this, move to a new object here. So that means the new object will going to be created in the new location, whereas the original object will going to be deleted. So that means you are going to have this will going to be the new position. So to do that, command is now here I will consider, say for example, now I have the line here or the circle. Now I want to go for move command. Move, select objects, you select this object, enter, specify base point of which is a base point. Since you are already having the circle, I will say center point of this circle. To the specify second point of displacement, I will say the intersection of this. So then what happens? The source objects will be removed, then the new object will be retained. Similarly, move command, select objects, move, select this circle, then you say center of this, specify base point to the new location point, I will say intersection of this. So this is how it can be moved from one location to the other location. Again move, base point, center of this to intersection of this. So you can keep on moving the object from one location point to the other location point. So now the next command is the array command. So this in array command we have the rectangular array and the polar array. So to do that, so command is array. So I will going to keep the object. So I will try to do the whatever the exercise which has been given in the drawing. We are going to try to follow that. So first I will go to this. I will draw a circle of diameter 20. Command is circle and I will take the diameter as 20. So now I will go for an array command. So command is AR. Select objects, you select this, enter. I want by default it is a rectangular array. I will say rectangular. Then we have the object, we have the object as 40 mm and we have 4 rows and 4 columns, 5 rows. So for 4 rows and 5 columns. So these are the columns you have and these are the rows. So where is the source object? Source objects is at the bottom position. So so select grep to edit array, or now by default it is exit. So here I want to have the rectangular array. Then so first we want to have the rows. So I will take R, enter the number of rows. So here the number of rows what he specifies is from here to here, that is horizontally, that is it moves in the vertical direction, and you have to take the one which is already there in the drawing. So here we have first row, second row, third row, and fourth row. So the number of rows in this case, which is going to be 4. I will going to take 4. Then the number of columns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the number of columns I want. So specify the distance between the rows, he says. So first the distance between rows we are going to specify. The distance between the rows is 25. So I will type 25. Then specify the incrementing elevation between the rows. Incrementing elevation between the rows, we don't have any incrementing elevation between the rows. I will check by default 0. Now we will go for the columns. So I will take column COL. Enter the number of columns. Here the number of columns is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are going to take the number of columns as 5. So it will going to add on. Then specify the distance between the columns. The distance between the columns is 40. So you take 40. You take the 40 mm. And then now we have specified all these things. And now we want to come out of this. I will say exit. So this is how you will be able to get the drawing. So the rows, in other words, an array is the one which is the systematic arrangement of elements in rows and columns. It is a systematic arrangement of elements in rows and columns. So this horizontal, which will going to becomes the rows, and this vertical will going to becomes the column. So since we have given both these, both the number of rows, distance between the rows and distance between the columns is in positive direction. So that is the reason why it will be considered in the first quadrant, because the source one, which was the original one, was this. So this one going to specifies that it is the origin, and from this origin both is in a positive direction. So it lies in the first quadrant. So obviously it is plus comma plus. Now I will undo this so that you will go to get this. Now we will go for the another option wherein we want to take up, in this particular case, I want the number of rows like this, and I want the number of columns like this in the second post quadrant. So command is array. I will select this object, enter. Then I want, by default it is rectangular. Then I want number of rows R. Enter the number of rows as 4. Then the number of distance between the rows. So since it is in the y direction, the y direction is considered minus comma plus. In the second quadrant, it is minus comma plus. So plus is in the y direction. So obviously the distance between the rows has to be the positive value. So what is that? 25. So you take 25 here. Then incremental elevation between rows. So there is no incrementing elevation. So I will take 0. Then I want the number of columns. I will say COL. Enter the number of columns. I want 5 columns. So then here specify the distance between the columns. So the distance between the columns is this distance, which is 40. Now here, instead of giving plus 40, we will type minus 40 and see what is the difference. So you will going to get, so this is how you will going to get it in the second quadrant. Then second quadrant, by default you exit, so you're going to come out of this. So here, if I want to show by means of the dimensions, I will say center of this to center of this. So you're going to get 25. Similarly, center of this to quadrant of this or center of this, whatever, whichever one you want. You take center of this, center of this. So you're going to get 40. So this is how you're going to be placed. So in the y direction it is positive, in the x direction is negative. So obviously you are going to get in the second quadrant. Now we will go for the third quadrant case. In the third quadrant case, I will erase this. Command is array, select objects, you select this object. Then by default it is rectangular, you take it. So now I want the number of rows and columns. So here I will take the number of rows R. The number of rows is again, it is 4 only. and distance between the rows. Now you are coming in the third quadrant. So both my y and x are negative. So here, so distance between the rows comes down. So that will be minus 25, and then we have the columns. So this elevation distance between the rows, which will going to be 0. Then we will going to have the columns. So that column COL. So the distance between the columns, now number of columns is 5, and specify the distance between the columns, which will be minus 40. So here it will going to comes in the third quadrant. So by default it is exit. So now we will going to have this. So this is the source object is here. So this will going to be the number of distance between the columns, and this will going to be the distance between the rows. So since this is the source object and this is the origin, so both x and y are negative, so obviously it will be in third quadrant. Now we will go for the fourth quadrant. So to go to the fourth quadrant, now we will go to the fourth quadrant. So the fourth quadrant condition command is array, select objects, you select these objects, enter. I will going to take rectangular. So here the number of rows which will going to be the downward direction. So the number of rows which is 4. So specify the distance between rows, it is minus 25, because y direction is negative. So minus 25, then it will be incremental elevation between rows, which is 0. Then I will going to take up columns. I will say 5 and specify the number of specify distance between the columns, which will going to be now the number of columns is this. So number of this is plus comma minus. So plus is in the horizontal this direction. So here this is plus. So number of columns is plus and the number of rows is minus. So in this case what I have done is so we'll try to specify this. So the distance is positive here, which will going to be 40. So here it will going to come in this direction. This is 40 and this is negative. So you will going to get this. So here if I undo this, so you are getting the correct properly. Command is array. I will repeat this, select this. So I will going to take it rectangular, and then you want the number of rows that is negative or in the y direction plus comma minus. So number of rows. So here the number of rows is 4 and they specify plus comma minus. So in y direction it is minus. So it will be minus 25, and then incremental limit between rows is 0, and then we want the columns. So here the number of columns is 5, and then the distance between the columns is 40, which is the positive value. So this is how it will be able to write it in the position. How do I identify that it is the origin, the source object? You can see here, which is a rectangle, and as it moves in this direction and also as it moves in the downward direction. So this is how it will be able to write the array in the fourth quadrant. So it always depends upon the sign of the distance between the rows and the columns, which will going to specify that whether it is in the first, second, third or the fourth quadrant. This is how the array command, polar array. So here first we are going to draw a circle of diameter 100, and then the quadrant of this we are going to create one circle which is of 20 mm. So command is, first we are going to draw a circle of diameter 100. So I will going to take up here diameter 100. So we will going to take up the diameter 100. Then I will going to draw a circle quadrant point of this and try to take the diameter as 20 mm. So we are going to take the diameter as 20. So diameter as 20. So we are going to draw this. So now we want to have the polar array which is copying by 6 times. So for that, command is array AR. Again, you select objects, you select this, enter. Then I want a polar array, so I will say PO. So specify center point of array, which is the center of this. Then the number of distances, number of then rows level, then base point, angle between the items. So I want items here. So total number of items I want 6. In this case, if I want to have, I will take it by default as 6. Okay, I will say, then do you want to have any other thing? No, I will just say enter. So it will going to copy the array in a polar direction, that is with respect to the angle. Suppose, say for example, I will say undo this. So command is array. Now I will going to take the select objects, I will going to take it. Then I will go for a polar array. Then I want the base point. I will say specify the center point. This specifies the center point. I will going to take it as center of this. Then the number of items, I will going to take items as 6 instead of this. I will take 8. Then angle between. Suppose I want to angle between 0 to 90. Say for example, I will say angle between, specify angle between items instead of this 45 degree. So we have totally 8. 360 divided by 8 is how much? It will going to be 45 degree. So now I want to give it as in 30 degrees. I will say 30. I will enter. Then it will going to take only from that to angle of the space items, which will going to be 30. So it will going to copy in that particular distances, and I will say exit. So how it will going to be considered, that 30 degree we are going to specify here. You take center of this, you will take center of this, and you take the center of this. So now you can measure that angle from here to here. I will say dim angle. Now you measure between these two, so which will going to be the 30 degrees. So it will copy 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it will be spacing is only between for the 30 degrees. So this is how it will going to be able to draw this circle and copy this pattern in a particular measurement. So here, so this is how it will be able to draw the multiple circles. Now suppose I will going to have an array command. Again I will say select this, I will take polar array, then I will take the base point. I will say base, specify base point. I will take center of this, then specify center of array, center of this, then center of this, then again command is array. So I'm going to select this object, then we will take this polar array, polar, then take the center point of this, then the number of items, I'm going to take 10, then fill angle, I will say F fill. So specify fill angle. Suppose I want to copy this 10 circles within a particular angle of, say for example 180 degrees. I will say 180 and enter. So it will going to copy that within 180 degree, which will going to copy the 10 patterns of circles. So this is how we can use the multiple options of copying in an array command. Now this is how basically this array commands work. So the array command is the one wherein we will going to systematically copy the pattern of array, a pattern of circles in a systematic manner depending upon the requirement. But only thing is, once suppose if then array command has been used, if I want to erase this, then it will go taken as a block. So in order to avoid that, you need to explode this, and then we have to erase individually like this. Otherwise it will not be possible for us to erase individually. So this is how the array command